Hi there, Chris here. Um, so this is for Doug, 100 Doug story, and the story goes like this. About 3 or 4 years ago, Suki and I are sitting around talking, and Suki says, you really ought to get a Ferrari." And I said, "Well, Suk, the Ferrari wouldn't go over the hump in the driveway." And then Suki says, "Well, we could get a front loader and take the hump out." And I said, "Yeah, we could do that. Um, but then I'd probably have to get my hips replaced so I could get in and out of it." And then she said, "Wait a minute, this is the wrong story. This is supposed, this is supposed to be about lock sport." Okay, lock sport. I started my interest in picking locks started from reading detective stories, and every once in a while somebody would pick a lock, and the descriptions that they would give were very vague, and I didn't really know how they did it, but of course they got in because that was part of the story. And so I just kind of thought about that, and then a while later I was at a party another friend of mine had, and there was a locksmith there, and so I thought, oh, I can ask this guy. So I asked him, I said, "I get how you could take a pick," because I didn't really know anything about it. "You could take a pick and set the pins, but how do you turn the core?" And he says, "Oh, well, you use a tension wrench, and you put tension on it, and you pick the core, and then that's how once you set all the pins, you can turn that core." So I went, "Oh, cool." And I didn't do anything about it. I just, kept that information in my head, and probably a long time later, I was on Amazon buying something or looking at stuff, and one of the things that popped up was a cheap pick set. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna buy that and see if I could pick a lock. And so it was this kind of cheap pick set, and because I had a carpentry business and made a lot of custom doors, people would order a custom door from me, and they would also want to upgrade their lock. And so out went all the quick sets, and in went Schlegs and Baldwins and things. So when I would take an old quick set out, I'd just throw it in the truck, and then when I'd clean my truck out, the quick sets all went in a little box in the garage. And so I had a bunch of them. I had maybe, 5 or 6 of them. So when I got my pick set, I went and got the quick sets out of the garage and tried to pick them. And after a while, I could pick them. And I think I bought a couple more. I ended up with 9 quick set cylinders. And so I would pick those, and I, enjoyed picking them. And then I got so I could pick them quickly, and the idea was, can I pick through 9 in under 5 minutes? And then I got to so I could do that, and then I sort of was over it. I was tying a lot of paracord at the time, and the fascination of picking a lock sort of waned. Well, I was, cruising through paracord YouTube videos, and then one of the recommended videos was a lock picking video by a guy with a funny name called Bosnian Bill. And so I thought, oh, I'll look at this. So I looked at it, and here's Bosnian Bill, and he's picking a padlock. And I went, oh, yeah, okay. So it kind of dawned on me. I was slow to come onto all this stuff. It dawned on me that you didn't have to just pick silly quick set cylinders. You could get a padlock. So I started getting padlocks from eBay and probably first started getting them from Amazon and, you know, at the hardware store and stuff. So I watched Bosnian Bill, I watched Loch Noob, and I watched Albert LaBelle. And I just watched. And I got padlocks and I picked and I enjoyed it. But I never commented. And then one day I felt comfortable enough. Sounds silly, but I felt comfortable enough to comment on one of Loch Noob's videos. And like, I don't know, a day or two later, he commented back on my comment. And I was like thrilled. I thought, you know, Loch Noob and I are like this now. And I texted my friend and I said, hey, you know, Loch Noob just commented to me. I was thrilled. Anyway, so at that point I started commenting on more videos. And I would always comment on Albert LaBelle's videos. And that was back when he was doing probably about 3 a week. And I was picking, I continue to pick and get more locks. And then I decided that it would be fun to try and make a challenge lock and send it to Albert LaBelle. And so I went ahead and did that, made a challenge lock in, I don't know, I sent him another lock, a couple locks, padlocks or something, just because, you know, I enjoyed his channel. And so he opened my package on camera and said, I'm going to, you know, showed the challenge lock, and then I, you know, said it was my first, and he says, wow, I'm honored to try this. So a couple days went by. He did pick it on video. He had really good things to say, and I was very encouraged. And then something else happened. People started subscribing to me, and I was really kind of unaware that I had a channel. I mean, if you have a YouTube account, you have a channel. But I didn't really know about all that stuff. So all of a sudden, people started subscribing to me. And, I mean, people like Daz Evers and Bill Bacardi. And I was, like, taken aback. And of course, I didn't have any videos. So I thought, maybe I should, you know, do a video because I have these subscribers. They, you know, probably want to see something. And I didn't really know how to post a video, so I reached out to Helpful Lock Picker and also Albert LaBelle, and they explained how I could do it. And so the first video I posted was a stock lock Sunday, and it was Avis Titanium 80/50. And that was the very first video. And I kind of enjoyed it. You know, people commented on it, and I got some more subscribers. And since then, I really enjoyed it. Before having a channel, and I was talking with that friend I texted about Loch Noob and I being buddies, and he says, well, do you think you want a channel? I said, no, I don't think I want a channel. And he just laughed. He probably knows me better than I know myself. He just laughed. But once I started posting videos, I really rather enjoyed it. And I liked the comments and all of that. So basically, that's how I got started. Reading about lockpicking in books, mysteries and detective books, then stumbling onto a cheap pick set, using a bunch of cheap leftover quick set cylinders I had. And then really, I have to say it was Bosnian Bill. You know, he planted the seed that, well, you know, you can pick other locks. And once I started getting other locks, I was way back into it. So that's basically my story. I think this is a wonderful idea for a giveaway video from Doug, and I am glad to post this. I hope people find the story interesting. I find everybody else's story much more interesting than my story, But there you go. That's it. So, thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe. Check out Doug. He's a wonderful picker and has got a great channel. And he's got a great giveaway going. Anyway, thanks for watching.